Back again. Sup traders, welcome in, fam, much love, Trav here, as in this video I'm going to replay the last month, like how I probably should have traded it, as I traded quite poorly. I'm going to review kind of what went wrong and some of the things that went wrong, but I'm going to, yeah, just retrade this and see what I should have done based on what happened and kind of what I suspected as well. So the first thing I want to look at is my equity curve. Um, what happened here? What happened to my equity curve? Um, it's broken. Let me try moving this around. Is that going to fix my equity curve? Okay, somehow changing that screwed it up. So let's just keep it here for now. So to me, life is a series of highs and lows, and the goal is that the lows are higher. You have higher lows and higher highs. So that's what we're having right now. I'm in a drawdown, and I'm under this peak, but I am at a higher high, or I'm coming into a higher low, hopefully, unless I come all the way down here. But it still sucks. It's still painful. It's still hard. It's not fun. So I want to figure out, I love this. I enjoy this. This is what motivates me to get better. It's the drawdowns that I really work at. They say, hey, Tony Robbins said, when you win, you party. When you lose, you ponder. I'm losing, so I'm pondering about what went wrong. And clearly, I haven't been working enough. My results haven't been good. I've been working very little. I've been very social and happy, and that's great. But I do need to come back to my work because through this is what facilitates the rest of my life. And yeah, it's just been not good. Why did I trade poorly? Maybe lack of attention. I'm still new to this relatively. Distraction, not stress. Actually, stress did play a factor. Anyways, let's get into it. One thing I'll point out is that I did increase my risk. This is how much I'm risking per trade to 4 or 5,000. And these winners, I actually had a couple winners with increased risk. So yeah, I made 12, but then I lost. Like, obviously, big losses, not good. Down 20 grand on the month, 21 grand on the month, not what you want to see. Zero profit on the month. Having probably my worst month ever, even when I was a noob at trading. So, like, results don't really lie. Now, we're going to retrade it. Well, okay, what went wrong? December went pretty great. January, when we opened, um, I, yeah, okay. Um, so what happens in January? It was just shorts, just losing shorts is all it was. At a large size, 3, 4, 5, 6. I lost 6 trades, but I had increased risk. That's all it was, really. They're all shorts. Really, I only lost 3 trades, but I had ETH BTC doubles 3 times. So actually, I lost 3 trades only, and I had huge size. So, arguably, my risk management not very good. That said, if I had winners, it might look good. No, I have a couple setups. I don't want to look at those right now. I want to look at what I should have done and sort of replay it. So, um, I I caught this move up. I caught this move down, and I caught the next move, and that's where I want to start this from. So, I was looking here. I was looking here. And I did something like this inside of this. I think my stop was just beyond. the 1.25. And so here's where one of the mistakes, like I was too zoomed in on the 5 minute, and some of these lower time frames, like zoom out. We can expect, in my opinion, like to take this and to come up here and to come up here and to come up here and to come up here. And I was talking about this. These were targets that I was interested in. Here's, 30R or whatever. But for this experiment, what we know happened is let's just aim for the range highs right here. Okay, this is a 10R trade to get up there. That's really good. Okay, play it. I got filled, but I closed right in here for not even 2R. And this is a real trade that I took, but I closed it early. And closing early is the biggest crime that you can do because it costs so much more than a single mistake can. So I would have not gotten stopped out break even, but nearly. But let's look at the other areas we could have got in. So um, let's trade this on the 1 hour. On the 5 minute, let's go onto the 5 minute. Trading this would have been quite reasonable, actually. Trading inside 17, like inside here. One thing that's important is the time of the year. So like one of the reasons why I got wrecked so badly, really I'm looking at it now, it's risk management. Too much size. But a lot of reasons. So like this time of the year, mid-December, it's gonna be low volatility. Trades like this can work. I got used to the low volatility. Obviously, when January comes in, people are back to their offices, we're gonna trend. And I should use this low volatility period to get into positions that I can hold for volatility to come back in and for the market to trend. That should have been my thinking. Now, I could also, this short could have just been a hedge. Filled. That's the inside ladder setup, which I want to add. Picture here. Let's hide this for now. Inside ladder. We'll just throw it down to these gaps in here. Should be a 5R. So we're going to throw it on the 1 minute. Here's my inside ladder setup. We have an ETH short. Five minute. Copy link to chart image. Copy link to chart image. Okay. And then the 1 hour. Copy link to the chart image. Put it out. We do go down here, but I think this is a reasonable place to close based on the way it plays out. Okay, +5. Copy link to the chart image. I need to do a fuck ton of back testing. 5.5. Okay, now how do we go to our how do I find my hidden objects? Here we go. Okay, So we're on the 1 hour. We never get all the way down here. So I believe I tried trading. I don't know why this didn't work. Somehow I didn't catch this. Yeah, I don't know how I didn't catch that. I don't know, I just traded bad, I guess. I need to spend more time on the daily chart. The haters are right. Let's hold this one to the highest too. It's an 18R. Okay, now there was a retracement. I got in this retracement. This was my big mistake. This is an inside ladder too. Although I think I have this one already in my model. That was the inside ladder. Yeah. And let's aim for range highs. Can you imagine 10R and an 18R and an 11R? Okay. Why? Because a lot of reasons. Because of a lot of reasons. All the liquidity was pointing towards higher. You can see it was void down here after this dump. Everything pointed to higher. Things still point to higher, 18.6 being key level. Everything pointed to higher. And then after that, maybe we range. The hotspot is 20 and 21. Doesn't mean we need to go there, but okay. Now, for feeling real greedy, I believe another inside ladder worked actually. Yes. Okay. So based on that, I want to add that to my setups. 1 hour. Why entering there as a poke the gap? It's inside ladder, aiming high to 18.5. But I mean, realistically, maybe we get close there. 20R. Shorting here was fucking retarded. I mean, there was a gap, but it was dumb. Let's take this one. Copy link to the chart image. Bitcoin long. Side ladder setup. Build. Doesn't take long. What's price trends? That's really the last pullback before we just. Oh, I guess there was a pullback right there. I can look at that. Wow. And if you held it up here, 32R. This month could have gone way different. There's so many entries there. Having if you have the right high time frame bias. Copy chart image. But yeah, I fucked it, but I'm at a higher low, so link to the chart image. 30R. What was this one? Like that. That was a big one. 10. Let's unhide all these. Yeah, this is what we should have done. Ten, 30, 40, 70. Okay, this is my review. What I should have done, and then I'm gonna look at the current charts again. Okay, system gave 4 long entries, which I took 2 of them and closed them early. Cost 3. Made sense for price to go higher based on both liquidity. Should have been gift positions, type stars. So to spend more time. Hate to say it, probably need to spend more on charts. Okay, now let's look at where we are now. See if it makes sense to be in position on both Bitcoin and ETH. Where are we now? We took this high. So from my system 1.0, it would call to, after we go into here, to short above it. Now, what I'm looking at is Lucky's system, which uses a predictive fib here, predictive channel, putting a high right here. And if we go down into the 1 hour, there's the top of a fair value gap. So I will be trading that, whether it wins or not. Like, to me, that's probably a valid trade. So I'm okay with that. Also, I didn't look at this pullback, but to me, uh, probably was way too late. Like both of these pullbacks. So it was just so bullish we didn't even poke this gap. And then we expand again. And then I guess there was an entry right here, but I don't know. It didn't really make sense for me to long this late in the game, you know, because I thought we might just stop here. One of my shorts was right here. I knew though that if we took it, we're probably going all the way to 18,500, which did happen. But we have an inside ladder to 6R, which can add this setup as well. Let's do that. My inside ladder playbook. Chart image. Grading model 5. This is what we want. Copy link to the chart image. Bitcoin along. It's a 6R. I do think I can do what I need to do by staying on the 1 hour, not looking at the 5 minute, and that will also help me keep in mind uh, high time frame targets. Let me do that. No, where we are. To me, it doesn't make sense for me to long when to think about longing. Doesn't make sense to think about longing here. Like we got a nice impulse. A retracement, I can think ahead to where a retracement might be. Like into this area maybe. Here. Like we have so many daily fair value gaps that could work. Well, this one needs to close. Here would be quite interesting. Just rinsing all these people out back to 17. I think I'm okay with my short up here. I might want to cut my ETH short though, just both for risk management and also because ETH has been such a bucking bronco. Just hasn't really been going too well for me. Let's start from the higher time frame and work down. 18,800 to 19,200 does look likely on the 1 year, which is good because it's an area that I want to short 19,200. Above that, it kind of goes dark for a while until we get all the way up here, and it might make sense. Although we could just have people rushing in with shorts to push price up, people like me. Yeah, 18. I feel like after 18.6, honestly, it's possible we just range. I'm not going to short at 18.6 because I prefer my run the gap with the fib retracement with the parallel channel as an idea. Kind of prefer that. We don't need to get up there though, it's still pretty far away. And that could happen a couple days possibly. But yeah, it's still looks like a lot of the liquidity is above us. But we're at a point where after 18.6, the hottest spots are below us, possibly, it looks like. Yeah, under the lows, which I don't think we're gonna go back to, but I could be wrong. Yeah, if we look at Bybit, after I don't necessarily expect to get filled on the Bitcoin one. Like after 18.7, it looks like there's not. The heat is then below us, most likely. So I feel good about looking for shorts. If I miss the top, I can, doesn't matter. And then the 19.2 from a liquidity perspective just doesn't really make sense. 18.5 makes sense. So let's think about system 1.0, my first system, up to 18.6, yeah. So system 1, system 1 wants a daily close and then we short actually. System 1 for ETH would have shorted already, right, over this. I think it's okay being up here, and I'm just going to sleep on it. And even though I got rinsed on shorts, like I'm not about to switch to longs now just because. ETH has the same technical idea here of system 1 saying to short after this day, up here, back into the range. Predictive channel calling for a top here, golden pocket retracement, and this could happen tomorrow or the next day. So I think I'm okay with that. But yeah, I have a lot of work to do and sucks being in a hole, but yeah, it is what it is. I don't want to do anything like tighter, more inside right now until things shake out a bit more and there's a more clear direction and um, CPI is done. But I'm okay having some risk on overnight for these. Okay, so that's what I could have, should have done, but I didn't. And we learn and we live. Good luck, people. Let's get it.